What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to Hulk's Point of View, and in today's video we're going to be going through some ab exercises. Let's get to it. Right, so before we get to it, just quickly, there's some things you should know. Obviously, one is make sure your diet's okay, so try and sort that out first, but in the meantime there's ways to work your upper abs and the lower part and the sides. The way to work your bottom area, so the way to work your lower area, so it's kind of this much, will be anything lifting your legs up. So if you're doing like hanging leg raises, or if you're doing, for example, decline, where you're lying down and you're trying to pull yourself up, so your legs will be elevated. And how to work the top ab area would be stuff like crunches, and just sit-ups will do, like if you're doing just normal floor sit-ups, will do the overall. And to work the sides, which would be the obliques, so the sides here and the serratus, you would do anything to the side. So if you do, like when you're doing sit-ups and you're doing twists, or if you're lying down on the floor and you're doing like to the side. But anyway, I'm just going to show you a few ab exercises and I hope it helps. So we're in the home gym today, and always try and get yourself a mat of some sort to make it comfortable, so that when you're laying down or doing whatever on the floor, it's comfortable and it's not causing you any stress. One thing I will say is I have had my appendix out, and it sounds like a bit of a stupid excuse, but this is not an excuse. This is genuine insufferable pain, and I have to stop doing abs. When I'm training, sometimes when I'm training, I'm not joking, it feels like there's an air bubble or something that's been pulled inside, and I have to like do this to try and stretch it to come back out, and then I have to stop. If you too suffer with this pain or anything like this, just don't do it, don't bother, it's not worth it. You don't need to train them as of yet. Go and see someone for that before you start doing something you might regret. So obviously don't forget, you train you're working your abs, your core, and that when you're doing anything heavy or a compound exercise, anything that's like strenuous that you have to use your strength for. So just bear that in mind. So the first exercise I'm going to be doing is just normal sit-ups, just to try and warm up a little bit. It's not too strenuous for me. I know some people, well, I mean, my abs ain't that strong anyway, but like some people that are more overweight than others might struggle, but it comes in time. So the first one I would do if I was going to do an ab workout, I'll do just normal sit-ups. So lie flat on your back. I'll try to lift my legs so my knees are touching at this angle, so my knees would be touching like this, and just raise up. So just like that. Try to keep your feet on the floor like that if you can. If not, then just whatever, just pull yourself up there like that. And try to pull with, you kind of, when you're doing it right, you can kind of feel it in like this, in this kind of area. But the reason I start with this exercise is because it opens it up, it just gets it all working. It's not too hard for you, and whatever, if you find it easier, you can just put some weight on your feet like that, and then do sit-ups that way, just using objects, whatever. Obviously you can just use anything as long as you can get your feet under it. So yeah, so I would do probably 3-4 sets of those, 10 to 12 reps, 15 reps, whatever's comfortable for you. It's up to you, as long as you can feel it afterwards, because abs does it kind of like, you can feel it quite early on, yeah, and it feels good after, but when you're doing it, it just gives you that physical feeling that you cannot continue. And another thing, it's always important to breathe out. I hold in when I'm coming down and breathe out when I'm coming up. And it's like, if you don't breathe, obviously you get like pressure in your head, you don't want that. And when you're doing it, if you don't release your air and you're like that, it's like you lose your strength quickly. And this is a technique for any lift. If you're struggling to get the weight up and you think, oh, like I need a new technique, try your breathing. This is quite a big thing, it's quite important, yeah, it's very important to get your breathing right when you're doing these kind of things, yeah. So now this exercise is going to work the lower part of your abs. It's going to try and like pull it up a little bit. It's going to raise it up. Yeah, so this little bit of shit down here, it's going to pull that up so it pulls it in a bit better, yeah. So what you do is you lie on your back, same thing, yeah. Put your hands face down under your I put it like just above my bum there and at the lower of my back. Put them both face down, so it's like that. So it's like that. Legs out straight, and you can do this two ways. You can either lift one leg first, and then the other leg, and then slowly bring one down like this. Or you can do both legs at once. And that's how you target the lower ab area. Another of the best ways to hit that lower abs is if you've got something strong enough that you can hang your, if you've seen Rocky you'll know exactly what I'm saying, but if you have something you can put your hands under, so it's kind of the same thing. So if you've got a bench or a chair that's strong enough that you can put your hands under like that, and then hang your legs so your feet are coming off the edge like that, and you're pulling your legs up. That's the one. So another one, it's the same thing. So you put your hands under you again, and you can do a few exercises for your abs whilst you're lying on the floor, yeah. So these are called bicycle kicks. Some people I've seen bring their legs like right back here to do it, but I think you lose the resistance. If you're bringing them right up here, I tend to lose resistance, whereas if you hold them, if you just do it just like that, it keeps the strain on your gut there and you can really feel that. And if you do, and the idea with these, if you can do as many reps as you can, tend to like go quite high with those, like 30 to 40 reps. So like 20 a leg or 25 a leg. Obviously depending on your fitness, like whatever, everyone's at different levels and that. So don't worry if you can't be doing that, just do whatever you can, do your best. And yeah, right. So another one you can do whilst you're down on the floor, and this is going to target your serratus, which is kind of like by your rib cage there, and your obliques, yeah. Put your elbow on the ground like this, with your arm, with your fist facing out, and then you put your foot on your side, so you're lying on your side like this, and then you pick yourself up from here like that, and you should feel that all here in this area. And you can do this on both sides, like 8 to 12 reps, just doing that, and then you roll over, or do this, swap sides, and then do the same again, like that. And another killer, if you're training with someone, or you can rest your feet on something, so get your feet so that they're resting up on something, or get someone to hold your feet, and just do that. And the higher you have your legs, the harder it is, and that kills me. That exercise, doing that, is the one that hurts my scar, yeah? So if you're going to feel pain, bad pain, that's the one that's going to do it. But it is good whilst it works. One last one whilst you're on the floor. Put your knees up like this, and try and touch your heel. Yeah? So try and do this, both sides, and just touch your heel. Just touch your heel. Don't need to put your leg right down there, because that's too much strain. Just put them there, and just little ones. Yeah, and that does your side. And obviously you have these ones where if your bench can do this, you can hook your legs under. You can also get a piece of weight or some sort of resistance, hold it in front of you like this, and do that. So there you have just a few of my ab exercises. Do with it what you wish. I hope this video helps. If this video has helped, please like and subscribe to the channel. Request in the comments below for a video you want me to put my personal point of view on. Thank you.